What if I told you Freud's ideas about childhood development are still shaping how we understand ourselves today? In an age of unprecedented technology and shifting identities, could his controversial theories hold secrets about who we've become? Freud's 5 stages of psychosexual development are often dismissed as relics of outdated psychology. But what if there's more to them? Could they explain how our digital habits mold us? Or even unlock mysteries about identity and human behavior that remain unsolved? If you're ready to dive into the mind of Freud and explore how his ideas might still resonate today, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get started. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll never look at your childhood, your screen time, or even your relationships the same way again. Freud in the digital age. Are we recreating his stages online? Freud believed that childhood development was split into 5 stages: oral, anal, phallic, latency, and genital. Each stage, he argued, was critical for shaping who we become as adults. But here's the intriguing question. Are these stages being reenacted in the digital age? Take the oral stage, where infants find comfort through sucking and biting. In the digital world, think about our attachment to smartphones. Could endlessly scrolling social media or binging on content be the modern version of seeking comfort through oral fixation? Instead of pacifiers, we have TikTok. The anal stage focused on control and order, and its digital equivalent might be our obsession with organizing our lives online. Whether it's curating the perfect Instagram feed or tracking habits through apps, the need for control and the frustration when we lose it is eerily similar. But perhaps the most fascinating stage is the phallic stage, where identity and self-awareness take center stage. Social media amplifies this in ways Freud could never have imagined. From selfies to endless debates over gender and identity, are we stuck in a perpetual phallic stage of development online? The digital age may seem far removed from Freud's early 20th century ideas, but the parallels suggest his stages might be more relevant than we think. If these behaviors are modern equivalents of psychosexual stages, what does that say about our collective development as a society? Are we progressing or are we stuck? Critiquing Freud, science, speculation, or a little of both? Freud's theories have always been controversial. Critics argue that his ideas lack empirical support and are more speculative than scientific. So, why do his ideas continue to captivate us? One reason might be their narrative power. Freud's stages offer a compelling story about human development, one that's easy to relate to. Who hasn't felt conflicted about control, self-expression, or intimacy at some point in their life? But here's the twist. Modern neuroscience is beginning to validate some of Freud's broader concepts. For example, the idea of fixation, becoming stuck in a particular stage, can be compared to how trauma rewires the brain. Studies show that early experiences do leave lasting imprints, affecting everything from emotional regulation to decision-making. Still, Freud's insistence on sexual energy as the driving force of development has been heavily critiqued. Contemporary psychology offers a more nuanced view, incorporating emotional, social, and cognitive factors. However, dismissing Freud entirely might mean losing valuable insights into the unconscious mind and the formative power of childhood experiences. Could it be that Freud wasn't entirely wrong, just incomplete? Perhaps his theories are less about universal truths and more about offering a framework to ask better questions about human behavior. Freud and modern identity. The roots of gender and sexuality. In recent years, conversations around gender and sexuality have become central to understanding identity. Freud's theories, though flawed, offer a fascinating lens through which to explore these topics. He believed that childhood experiences profoundly shape our adult relationships, desires, and sense of self. Take the Oedipus complex, one of Freud's most controversial ideas. While the literal interpretation, a child's desire for their opposite-sex parent, is often dismissed, the broader concept of navigating familial relationships and power dynamics remains relevant. Could this help explain the complexities of modern family structures, or even the struggles of breaking free from parental expectations? Then there's Freud's focus on sexuality. While his views are steeped in the biases of his time, his acknowledgement that sexuality is fluid and multifaceted was groundbreaking. Modern discussions about sexual identity, orientation, and expression echo Freud's idea that human desires are far more complex than societal norms allow. But here's where things get even more mysterious. Freud suggested that repression, society's attempt to control our instincts, plays a key role in shaping behavior. In a world that is simultaneously more open and more judgmental than ever, are we repressing new parts of ourselves while liberating others? How does this duality impact our collective mental health? Freud's theories may not provide all the answers, but they offer a unique starting point for unpacking the evolving mysteries of identity in the 21st century. Freud's 5 stages of psychosexual development may seem like relics of a bygone era, but as we've explored today, they still hold surprising relevance. From the digital age's reenactment of these stages to the ongoing debates about identity and the enduring mystery of the unconscious mind, Freud's ideas continue to challenge and intrigue us. So, what does this mean for you? Are we more than the sum of our childhood experiences? Or do those early years cast a longer shadow than we're willing to admit? And as we navigate a world that's constantly changing, how can we use Freud's ideas to better understand ourselves and each other? If this video made you think differently about Freud's theories, hit the like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the mysteries of the human mind. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Freud's ideas are still relevant, or should we leave them in the past? Thank you for watching, and as always, stay curious.